Hey everyone, Food Fitness Focus. Hope everyone is all good. Just a really quick guide on how to use MyFitnessPal, just the basics here. So when you open the app, you're going to be faced with a home screen with all these different blogs. That's what you'll see. Take those with a pinch of salt, and if you're not happy with any of them or you're confused with any information, then please just post it into the Facebook group and ask me what I think. So the first thing we're going to do is goals. If you click the three buttons at the top of the screen on the left-hand side, then go into goals, and then you go into nutrition goals. So calorie, carbs, proteins, and fat goals here. So as you've got the basic version, you do not need the premium version. You click into each one and you set it by percentages. So sometimes by percentages, it might be slightly off on the grams on the numbers that we've sent you, but make sure you use the numbers that we sent you and use it to the nearest 5%. So you just change these like this. It might look slightly different for you on your phone if you've got a different phone to me. And then you set your macronutrients there, press the tick, and then you're done. Then the next thing, you need to go into your diary to add food. So again, click on the menu and you can either go home and then your diary is on the bottom there, or if you click on that menu again on the top left hand side, the diary is there also. So let's say I want to add some breakfast. You go into add food under breakfast, and it really doesn't matter what the food is under, breakfast, lunch or dinner, but you add your food there, and in recent, you'll have eventually all of the foods that you kind of regularly have. So because I've used this for a while, all the foods that I eat are in that recent section. Then frequent, again, it picks up what I frequently have. And as you use it more, these sections will build up and it'll be a lot easier and quicker for you to use, and you just grab the things that you often have. But anyway, let's say that you're having some eggs for breakfast. So you're going to search eggs. So put eggs in and then press search. So you see some of the items have a green tick and some of them don't. When an item has a green tick, it means it's been verified by MyFitnessPal so that the macronutrients and the calories are definitely correct. However, that second one there doesn't have a green tick and it's Eggs Benedict, generic. That's the only thing you need to be aware of with MyFitnessPal, that it is a community that anyone can add anything to. So you could add, if you wanted to, Eggs Benedict, say it was 10 calories, and then someone else could add that in as well. So that's why it's always good to go for the green tick, because you know that it's right and you know it's been verified. So we're going to go into that top one of the green tick there, egg, and then you can change your servings. So let's say I've had 2, and then you can also change the servings of. So is it 1 large, is it extra large, jumbo, etc., whatever that is. You can also do grams if you want to weigh it. So it's pretty good there. So I've got 2 large eggs, press save, and then it tells you the calories, carbs, fats, protein content of that food. So I'm going to press the tick and then it's in. Another great thing you can also do if you are using a packet is you can press add food, and then at the top right hand side there, you've got the little barcode. You can scan the food. So I've got a barcode here. I'm just going to scan it, and then that's perfect. It's correct. It's 133 calories, carbs, fats and protein all in there. I've had 1 packet. Let's say I had 2. I could just change it to 2 and press save and add it in. And then press the tick. Now, just keep it really simple. I only want you to keep your food logged in here, and don't attach yourself to too many different apps to track things on. So you don't need to add your food into the Trainerize app or add any meals. You just add them on here. And if you want to, you can connect the 2 apps, but let's just keep it super simple and just keep food in MyFitnessPal. Also, really make sure that you're focusing mainly on calories and protein. Carbs and fats really don't matter, and they are personal preference. So don't feel you need to attach a number goal for those. It's only required so you can set up the app, but then you don't need to feel like you need to hit the number of carbs and hit the number of fats. It's simply important to hit your protein goals and your overall calories. Now, just to let you know as well, you can set your requirements at the top if you click on the numbers. So I literally just clicked on where it says 132, 60, 78. I just clicked there, and you can change it to be calorie focused or macronutrient focused. I want you to be macronutrient focused and show you carbs, protein, fats and calories remaining. Then finally, I just want to show you the recipe function. So if you go on to add food, let's say we're having something that I've homemade for lunch. So I'm going to go into recipes along the top. And these are all the recipes that I've had. And for example, you can see there I've got the kettlebell box. So that's somewhere that I often go to. I often go to Kettlebell Kitchen and have the exact same food. So rather than me putting in the same food all the time and wasting my time, I've put it in once, saved it as a recipe, and now I can just click add. So if you go to the bottom, create a recipe, then you can enter ingredients manually, or you can add from the web. If you're adding from the web, it's because it's a recipe that you found online and you can post the link. So let's say I'm doing add ingredients manually. So recipe name, let's say I'm making, I don't know, oat cookies. And then servings is going to make 12. And then I'm going to click bulk import ingredients. So I'm just going to add a few things in here. Obviously, I'm not going to add exactly what the recipe would be, but let's say it's oats 200 grams, banana 100 grams, maple syrup 100 mils, raisins 50 grams. This is not a recipe, but anyway, okay, then I would click next on the top right hand corner, and then I would just check these ingredients are definitely correct. So I would check the calories based on what it's told me that the calories are, because sometimes it gets it a bit wrong. You can see there it says original raisins 50 grams and it's telling me raisins 50 grams. Yep, I'm happy with that. Okay, so then I would go next at the bottom, and then it tells me again a summary of what I'm doing. So then I can press save at the bottom, or if I think I've missed something, then I just press add at the top and add another ingredient. So I'm happy with that. I press save, and then I can add it to my diary. So there's all the nutrition facts. I tick that off, and then it's in my diary. Something that you can also do with your recipes is you can edit them afterwards. So if you go back, let's say the kettlebell box, for example, if I went there and they didn't have a certain ingredient and I wanted to replace it with something else, it wouldn't mean that I had to then put the whole thing in again. It would just mean I would go to my recipes, which is here, recipes, meals and food. Let's say I would go to the kettlebell box and I would edit. So at the top right, edit recipe. And then I would go down and let's say I didn't have sweet potato today, I had something else. So I would click that, delete that, and then add a different ingredient. So that's as simple as that. If there's any other questions that you have on MyFitnessPal, then please, obviously, as always, just let me know in the Facebook group, ask any questions at all. And hopefully this has been an easy guide for you onto how to set up your MyFitnessPal and use it in the most efficient way possible. Have a good day.